That's what we should talk about.
I got it up there.
Hello. Welcome to the B.A.E podcast. As y'all can see, we were chatting beforehand. And you know, Jasmine don't never pay attention to when I hit record, and her family is here, so it must be in their genes. They both was just chitter-chatting, and they knew I was about to hit record. But welcome to the B.A.E podcast, episode 48. Y'all like how I said that smoothly on in there? We have to guess, we have to Google, we have to look. Nothing. I am lovely. And good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time, whatever. Jasmine, take it away.
That I am Martina Rose. And you know what's so crazy? I was like, "Ooh, I'm prepared," and I'm not. But we'll talk about it later.
I don't know where you're at.
Because I'm not prepared.
All COVID. Not even just with this, just in general. Work, none of it.
I'm just alive. Thank the Lord.
Yes.
So today we got a guest. We have a guest. Woo! My cousin is here. What is your name? Is the Dawn? Well, I added the up there.
Yeah, you added the.
My name is Donita.
Donita. Oh, okay. So that's what we calling you. And Leslie is represented with Black Lives. And they matter.
My big chair, you can't even see. Okay. Well, y'all get the idea.
Can't even see it, but so we're gonna get started. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Fine.
I won't complain. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Amen.
Okay. No, I ain't gonna complain either, but I am a little hungry. I'm a little hungry, but other than that, I'm fine. I had a good day. I returned to work this week, so that is so
in the office.
Yeah, I'm in the office.
Because you've been to work in 2 months,
right? So I'm in the office, so that's good. You know, so
is it really good?
Yeah. It was fine because I'm more productive in the office. So.
Oh yes, I can. No, okay.
What?
I was about to say me too, but I'm not. I worked from home yesterday, and I got so much done compared to when I'm in the office and I be doing a lot of other things. Because I got 2 screens. You got 2 screens, you can just do more personal things. You can get more personal things done on them 2 screens. When you got one little laptop,
right,
all I can do is do work.
Right. So I do. Yeah. Maybe that's why I get more done at work because I got the 2 screens. Ain't no telling. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you was able to go back to work.
Right.
Because I worried about you sometimes if you was gonna have a job to go back to. The way you be at home and posting, I ain't did nothing today. You don't even be slick with it. You just be posting, y'all, I ain't did nothing today.
Well, I don't have any people from my job that follow my social media except for one person.
I thought I didn't have nobody following my job before either. You remember that time somebody told on something I posted? They'll find you. They'll find you.
That's true. You can't be slick. But no, I just been hanging. It's so funny because I was just saying to somebody, you caught me when I wasn't doing nothing. I am really getting old, so I really do need to kind of chill out because I can't even hang out. Huh?
And there's a hiring freeze. Ain't like you can be let go and walk into another position.
Well, I didn't claim that in the name of Jesus, but all
that's
I'm saying,
right. You gonna stay there until you choose.
Is also too when with everything going on, you try to enjoy yourself where you can. Because I just think when everything shut down again, we're gonna be back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm at least trying to go here with my mask and go there with my mask and social distance over there.
Sure.
So other than that,
sure. Okay.
But I did go. But I did go to the march. The march was nice in DC. That was real good. I honestly didn't. It was the 57th anniversary of Martin Luther King's his march in DC. But I really, honestly, I guess because of COVID, I didn't think that many people was gonna be there like that. I don't
surprised you, huh?
That. Yeah, it did surprise me that there was so many different people there. So many people, and the weather was perfect because it wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold, and I haven't done any marches, like I said, in a previous episode. So this is my first time going to a march. since like, you know, everything has been going on. So it was an experience. I didn't wear the correct shoes, so I had blisters on the back of my ankles.
What shoes did you wear?
I wore some Air Max. But see, I don't tie my shoes up. So yeah, so the friction, yeah.
Were they too small or something? Air Maxes are
No,
relatively comfortable.
It was the ankle. I'm saying like, no, they weren't too small. It was the fact that they're not tied. Like
I get
wear
what
them
you're
loose.
saying.
Yeah, so
it is more support.
Right, because I thought that we were walking to the thing to get like, because we had to walk somewhere to get our wristbands and like get temperature checked. So they was like, oh, it's 8 minutes away. So rushing out the hotel room, I didn't tie my shoes. And it wasn't 8 minutes away.
What do you mean you mean you didn't like?
So I wasn't thinking we were walking that far.
I'm trying to figure out, what do you mean by you didn't tie your shoe?
My shoes aren't tied. What do you mean? Like the laces, you know how people wear their shoes and they bulk, like the laces be to the ends?
Oh, yours was just loose.
Right. So I didn't tie them, but I'm saying like I was going, because I wasn't even supposed to wear those shoes, but I ordered shoes, but they didn't come in time.
What shoes did you order?
Some shoes from Finish Line, because I knew I was walking. So they didn't come. Okay. So at that point, I just grabbed some shoes from the closet. Those shoes, I never wear them tight. So that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. But an 8 minute walk turned into, I don't know how long that walk, but
I'm sure you walked all day.
Yes, but I'm saying it was 8 minutes from where we were supposed to checkpoint, not the march. But I'm saying by the time we got to that place, I had the blisters. So then, of course, at that point, I tied my shoes.
You had the blisters before the march even started.
Yes.
Oh.
It was just an 8 minute walk. Like, it wasn't supposed to be the march. You don't know how long you're going to march for.
Right. Well, that's why I just figured.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You started off
before the walk.
You should have wore your crusty, dusty gym shoes because, you know.
They were pink. They didn't match. They didn't match.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's how that went. But
well, you know, you're older now. You can't just be wearing any shoes to anywhere. You older now.
As I can see that too. Yeah. And I'm glad I was with somebody that was prepared. She's a doctor, so she had a first aid kit with
for your blisters.
Band-Aids. Yeah, so she had Band-Aids and I wrapped my ankles up. Yeah.
Okay.
It was an experience.
Okay.
Did y'all like the Brandy and Monica? Y'all say y'all talk about that. Did y'all like it?
I enjoyed it. It was a little too long though. Like, my God, 3 hours.
It was too long, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
I was ready to go upstairs.
So y'all watched the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Because it was on. I had mine on my TV.
I started watching about 9.
Oh, I started watching it from the beginning. Because I had it on the TV, so it's like, you know, it wasn't like I was watching on my laptop or something. I had it on my TV, so it was more like watching like a show. So time went by. But yeah, it was, you know, towards the end, I was like, okay, you know, go ahead and play this so we can go to bed, y'all.
But they took didn't they take like breaks and stuff? I didn't watch the whole thing.
It took a brief break. It wasn't like super long. It was like.
Are you going in and out? What you say?
I'm going in and out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, probably because I was moving. But I said I only remember 1 or 2 breaks maybe.
Yeah. It wasn't took one. They took one like official intermission.
Gotcha.
I think it was only like 3 minutes. It wasn't like super long or anything.
Because I was gonna say the one part I know I left is when Kamala. Is it Kamala?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes. But when she came up there, I left that time. I was like, okay. And I left.
But they hadn't even started then.
That was in the beginning.
Yeah, that was in the beginning.
And then, but yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. So who do y'all think won?
I felt like Monica won.
Why?
Well, I think they both did well. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think they both did well. I appreciated Brandy's energy. She had really good energy. I really liked that. And her songs, like even songs that I didn't know, I like. Monica, I like old Monica. I don't like new Monica. And I definitely didn't like her energy. So.
Well, hold on. What
That's
what
why
new Monica got new songs?
She debuted a new song, but she didn't like put it in the rotation.
yeah, I like 90s Monica, and that's been a long time ago.
Oh, okay, so you don't like So Gone, Monica,
I mean,
because that's
I
not
like
'90s.
I
That's
like that
2000s.
song, and that's it.
Oh,
You don't like Sideline Ho either?
No, I hated
I
that
don't like that
song.
song.
It was stupid. Stupid.
But I do like So Gone.
I like So Gone, and that's probably because Missy's in it.
What? Cause you like Missy like that?
Yeah, I mean she's from Virginia. I like everything from Virginia.
You right. Look, she is from Virginia. You right. But yeah, I don't even know. I'm thinking now too, like, but Brandy, I do like Brandy's new song.
Yeah.
Borderline.
You like that new album too?
I haven't listened to her whole album. I just listened to Borderline, and I listened to that because I think Joe Budden put it on the podcast.
Yeah, he played it as a sleeper.
And so I downloaded it after that.
I played Brandy's album on Friday, but I don't remember a single thing from it.
You listened to it?
I listened to the whole thing. And somebody else told me too. They were like, I don't remember anything from it either. It was boring.
I don't know.
I just don't remember like anything from it.
You know who album I really liked that I was surprised about? Nas. Nas album is good. I like it.
Listen to it. I'll listen to it. I have the date of myself tomorrow, so I'll listen to it then.
Yep, I listened to the whole thing, so it was real good to me. But yeah, you said Monica. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people said something about Monica's energy, and then talking about Brandy and the poems. That's all I kept seeing a lot.
Well, them damn poems, Chad.
But I'm like, why y'all surprised by her in the poem? It was
just 3 of them. It's like, okay, the first one is like, oh, that's nice. That's a different touch. And then like she was like, okay, I have another poem. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then when she said the third one, I'm like, okay, girl. That's like it's about the music.
Right, but y'all know y'all used to love Moesha, and she used to say her poems in the beginning of the episodes and the ends. The end of the episode with Moesha.
She's not Moesha in real life.
That is her.
That's a part of her.
Right.
I didn't know. All I'm saying is I didn't know that at the time.
Dang Moesha.
I didn't know her poems were a part of her until this. And I'm like, oh, she really be doing like the diary part, and Moesha was probably her idea.
Man, I really think Moesha was her. Like at some point, Dorian being her brother in the show, Ray J, like I really feel like that's how she.
No, I see it now.
Then she always like hood niggas, and then she ran the lady over in the car. Like, come on now, like
that's not
really her.
That's not a correlation. That's not a correlation.
Really her.
Now y'all not gonna tell me she won't. Y'all saw the part where she kept telling Monica not to say ho. So my daughter's watching. Like her daughter ain't damn near 20 years old.
When somebody posted,
that was so irritating. Huh? Well, turn off the TV.
That song was trash anyway.
No, I'm not.
Instead,
I could listen to the song. I wasn't excited. I saw a lot of people excited for the song. I wasn't excited for this song. I had actually forgotten about it until they played. I'm like, oh, okay, I know the words to this song. But either way, your daughter is 17, 18, and you don't want her to hear the word hoe. I'm sure she's heard words.
Yeah,
it was so funny. I see somebody said, so this is the big ass grown daughter that she don't want to, and they showed daughter. I was like, oh, she grown. No, she's grown. Right?
I was young. I remember because I watched her delivery special thing on MTV, and I was young. Like I know that girl is older. I was probably like 12 or 13 when I watched that like delivery special she did on MTV. That's how I knew that daughter. Like she's not no kid. I think you to be acting like that.
I was about to say, I think I seen Donnie the comment. Did you say she's 19?
Yeah, she's 19.
Yeah, she grown. Doing some. My daughter's watching. Girl, at this point.
No, but the one part that had me, and I was just like, at some point I was like, yeah, I think she was being awkward because people kept saying something about being shady and stuff. But I feel like she just awkward. Like even like the whole I did see the part. Awkward. I saw the part where she was just like, oh, I really want to help when he was like with the C murder part, the Monica. She was just like, just let me know how I can help. I really want to help. And I was
she
like,
kept telling her to text that damn song. Like, girl, get on Apple Music like the rest of us.
oh, and she said, is that song new? That's what she kept saying. Is that song new? When
That
they
was
was
for the
like,
old song. She said
right.
that
I'm like, that song is so old. Like, what did
But y'all, she probably don't listen to Monica. They not the same.
They not. You right. They not. I mean, they're really not.
I mean, the song sounded old though. Like even when I heard it, I was like, "This ain't no new song." Like I didn't know the song. I knew it, but it wasn't something like fresh in my mind. I was like, I know I'd heard this song before. I mean, I do think she's awkward. I think Brandy is awkward, but I do think she probably was saying some stuff that was a little shady. It probably was like, shady fun. But I do think she's probably like an awkward black girl.
But I do wonder too about energy. Like, when you say about energy, Donita, do you feel like Monica should have been like when Brandy was like ad-libbing and stuff?
Not necessarily, but she was just stank. Like I remember it was one song, I don't remember which song it was. It was one of Brandy's songs, and Monica was like looking in the other direction at her people, like, and Brandy over there, she's jamming, doing all that shit, and Monica over there like, if you don't shut the fuck up, like it was almost like Monica didn't know she had to be there. She looked like it was a surprise to her. But it wasn't about Brandy. It was for the 1.2 million people.
Oh, more than that.
Right. But they kept saying, oh, it's 1.2 million people here. You know what I mean? But it's about, in my opinion, it should have been about the people that were watching, their audience. If you had an actual concert, would you act like that?
Right. No. Yeah.
But the chances of them going on doing a concert together are probably slim to none too. They probably got paid to do that.
Well, I wouldn't go.
They probably got paid. I feel like she probably got paid, or they probably promised her something. That's why she went. Because I mean, if you don't want to be somewhere, how you gonna look? Even the three of us, like if we somewhere we don't want to be at, okay, I'm ready to go.
Mm-mm. So you think that's
you can't help how you look?
Even if
you think that's what she's doing?
Sometimes I look like that at work. I'm getting paid. I be sitting right at work, I'm like, man, I wouldn't be here.
Well, you ain't, but that ain't the same. That's not the same platform. You at work doing that's not the same. Your job is not to entertain people for a living, or is it?
It can be sometimes, but that's exactly what they did. Brandy being awkward like that and Monica acting like that was entertaining. That's what the people talked about, and that's why some people tuned in to see how they were going to interact. So I don't know if it was genuine or not. Like the clip, like of them after everything was over, they looked
happy,
much more. They looked so much more friendly with each other.
Yeah,
like
I saw the pictures after.
So it could have been for show that she was acting like that too. It was for entertainment value. That she was acting like.
Because people really do be thinking they be beefing. Because didn't somebody say somebody slapped somebody?
Yeah,
that's what Brandy said. Brandy said something about Monica slapping her.
Monica slapped her. I don't know. And they were talking about, of course, their outfits, but I read that Monica's outfit wasn't even real. Somebody like contacted Fendi or something like that. It was like, we don't sell this.
First off, she couldn't even sit in the damn chair. That corset was so tight. And Brandy, I like Brandy's coat, but she had on a coat, a turtleneck, a vest, them jeans, and I'm like, y'all in Atlanta.
It was probably cold in the studio.
It must have been freezing. But then everybody else had on short sleeve shirts. I thought the same thing. I was like, it must be cold. And then they were under those lights. I know that. At first, I thought.
But did she have on the? People said she had on the shoes that Monica had on. Did she have on some sandals like shoes?
She had some white sandals, but they weren't the same shoes. But then
but I'm just saying, like your feet.
She did have on some that were a little reminiscent of it.
I'm just saying how your feet control your body temperature. So
her feet were out.
So maybe that's why she wasn't that hot.
I think that whoever their designers are, I think they dressed them for the day. I don't think it had anything to do with what they wanted to wear.
Because it was hot. I mean,
she had on a turtleneck.
She had on a whole turtleneck. And at first I thought
that jacket cost a lot of money though.
Huh?
I heard like that jacket is like, you know, designer
Oh, I'm
jacket
sure
like that.
it is.
It
Just
wasn't.
because it's a lot of money don't mean you gotta wear it in the hot ass Atlanta. With you under like and with the match, that's what got me like, okay, you got on the turtleneck and the coat. Like, okay. But when I saw that matching vest, I was like, girl, I know you about to pass. That's why they won't drinking. Because had they drunk,
They
had
didn't touch
they
that
actually
Ciroc.
drunk some of that liquor, they would have passed out from being high.
And he touched the Ciroc.
Didn't touch. I said, oh, I'm like, man, they not thirsty.
And
You don't even want no water or nothing. Well, Monica couldn't sit back, so you know she couldn't drink nothing. But Brandy looked comfortable. I don't know why she ain't drink nothing.
both of them look like they just want to be classy, and
They look good though. They look good for their age. Like they look really good. You wouldn't dare think they was 40. Neither one of them. Right,
they do. And then one thing too, it's like it was good that you got to like hear, like you like, dang, I forgot all about that song because like I remember buying the Never Say. I've never bought a Monica album, but I bought Brandy's album Never Say Never. Like that was my favorite album.
Sitting Up in My Room was the first cassette that I ever. Well, it's probably the only cassette because I was young. By the time I got a cassette, CDs came out like right after. But that was the first cassette like my daddy bought for me to play at my thing. It was that on one side, and on the other side, I think it was Whitney Houston and a Brandy song, and I played that damn cassette to death.
Right, and
rewinding it and flipping
I used to love Moesha. I was like, oh, I want braids like Moesha back in the day. So
yeah, and then braids took her edges out.
Let that ride. Let her be okay. But
no, braids look good the other night though. They look good.
They did. So, you say you didn't listen to it, but Meg got shot. We late, but
Meg has recovered and Meg is back on live.
Meg didn't told us. No, but I think last time did we say we didn't know how Meg got shot or something?
No, I can't remember. We know how she got shot now.
Well,
5'2" Tory. I'm so disappointed. I like.
Do you feel like he needs to say something?
Yes, but mainly because from what Meg says, he was putting out stories trying to make it seem like she attacked him and stuff. Like, so if he was feeding out wrong information to try to, make himself look like the victim and her look like she's not whatever, then yes. But, if he won't say nothing, well, I mean, at this point now she done said he didn't say it, so you gotta say something anyway.
I think that's what I'm like, okay, because we already was speculating, but I'm saying like at this point, would it benefit him to say something now that she didn't came out?
I still think so, just because at this point he's being painted in such a negative light that people talk about delete his albums and all this stuff. Cancel culture is.
Well, I mean, he already got paid for it, so I mean.
Yeah, but he could. But a lot of people don't buy albums no more. They do stream. Yeah. So if they stop streaming his music, that's cutting off some of his money.
He's cutting his income. He ain't gonna get no income.
Yeah, because people ain't buying. They're not going on iTunes and actually paying for albums. We pay for Apple Music and then we listen to their stuff or Spotify or whatever. So they're not still getting those however many streams and stuff going and going.
Did they do that to R. Kelly? That his music's not up there no more?
No,
I think on Spotify. I can't remember Apple Music, but on Spotify, I think they removed his catalog.
Oh, not on Apple Music because I just downloaded an R. Kelly song the other day.
Okay, I know Spotify. I couldn't remember if Apple Music did. I don't know about Tidal either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he did say something like what, like we're gonna be like, oh, okay, we understand. Like,
right at this point, it don't matter. I think.
It's because he went too long without saying something, and that
I mean, in general, he still did it. So what would make it okay? You understand what I'm saying?
If he got proof that he didn't do it,
I think didn't he say? I mean, don't we know that he did it?
We're still going off what she said. I mean, I believe her, but there's always 3 sides to every story.
I don't think he have nothing to say because he must have really done it.
Right. He probably did it.
But I'm wondering too, not saying that if he speaks, it's gonna be like, oh, it's okay. But I wonder if him speaking would be beneficial to be like, okay, I need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need help, accountability, like all of that stuff. instead of just being silent because it's like, so you did this and you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no excuse for it. But at some point, like, it's just like being an adult.
For some people, they probably will. They're like, oh, we apologized. But, you know, for other people, no. It just depends on, you know.
Do y'all think that like we kind of get too wrapped up in celebrities' lives?
Yeah.
As a society, yes. I know I try.
Oh yeah, society. Yes,
like that's why I unfollow like the shade room and stuff. Cause personally, I know I try not to. That's why like I unfollowed the shade room because I'm like, why am I following the shade room for all this messy stuff about people that don't do nothing for me? So the only time now, like every now and then, if I hear something, like if I'm listening to Joe Budden podcast or if I hear something, I'll look it up just to kind of be in the know. But that's a big reason of why I'd like to like I don't follow Baller Alert no more. I don't follow Shade Room, none of them. I used to watch TMZ. I don't none of that because I mean I wasn't obsessed like you know some people like really be like acting like they know people, but it still took up more of my mental than I preferred because it's like these people ain't paying none of my bills. I got better things to think about. So I try to actively not get too wrapped up in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I did unfollow Baller Alert, but I didn't unfollow Shade Room because I feel like Shade Room also gives like some type of like current event type stuff. So like you know what I'm saying. Me personally, I don't look at the news, so it's kind of like that's where I get my current events as far as you know non-celebrity stuff. You know, like when people stuff like when like that the video of the guy that got killed because they suffocated him in Rochester, New York. Stuff like that is like Shade Room posted stuff like that as well. So it wasn't a benefit for both of them. So I just decided to follow the Shade Room and and stuff like that. But I also comment on posts, but sometimes I just be doing it like to be funny. Cause at some point I think too, you have to draw a line of like that social media is like fun. Like I get up there to escape sometimes, like you know what I'm saying? Because I be so serious about everything else, I guess, at some point. So it's kind of like this is where I can be funny at, or like joke around. Especially, I think that's why I started to get back on Facebook more. Because at first I wasn't on Facebook like that, but recently, like I started to get on Facebook more because of that. Because like it's like jokes, like it's funny stuff to laugh at. Instead of like everything is like because some people in the shade room are like they be wrapped up, but that also goes to like one of the things I had put up there is like just being wrapped up with social media period because like I am starting to realize a lot of people are getting surgery. And to me it's like y'all are getting surgery basically to look good for a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, so you can look good in your picture. Like, I mean, I do encourage and I do support self-love. So if you do not like yourself and then you have the means, but of course a lot of people have been having this come up because a lot of people got this unemployment money. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people had this come up with unemployment money and all this stuff like that. But a lot of people just been saving period and they have, you know what I'm saying, they've had surgery. But I'm just like, when did it get to the point that just like everybody's like, oh, something wrong with me? Or like everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a comparison all the time. So not even just celebrities, I think is what is also being wrapped up by influencers on social media, if that makes sense. So that's not even nobody famous. That's just somebody, you know what I'm saying? Not really famous, but somebody's just a you know what I'm saying? I guess they're a celebrity on Instagram or something like that. Or like, you know what I'm saying, just getting, because at this point you can make it a business. So I was just thinking about that. Like I'm like, when do you decide to like, you know, I need to take a step back from social media because I'm getting wrapped up, because I think a lot of women especially are harder on themselves because of social media.
Yes.
And because they're comparing themselves to celebrities and all this stuff like that. Like dudes be like, oh, I don't like this, but you all in the comments. They post somebody. Right. You all in the comments, you all in the DMs, and you all in everything else. But then, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you look at me. And then, of course, to me, men are physical creatures. They look physical. Like, that's the first thing they look at anyway. So it's kind of like, so now I need to change this by myself. But yeah, I was just having a discussion with somebody. I don't know who it was, but because somebody just made an OnlyFans. That's what it was. Somebody just had surgery and made an OnlyFans. So I was like, she ain't wasting no time.
Well, at least she might recoup her money back.
Definitely gonna get her money back.
She ain't just doing Instagram where she gonna get
So
likes.
what is
She
she
might
doing
actually
on
get
the OnlyFans? Is she like having sex up there? Or is she just like making?
No, she just posted a picture. All she did was post a picture in some lingerie.
How much money?
That what I saw. Now I don't know. I'm not subscribed, so I'm not sure. But I'm saying it was, and she had surgery probably like a month ago.
Damn, is she even healed yet?
Probably like, well, maybe it's longer than that. But it hasn't been that long. Maybe like 2-3 months ago. But I'm just like, when do you? I mean, and I just wonder, when is it like, you know what I'm saying? I need to take a break. Like you feel like, okay, it's too much. It's overwhelming. Because I know we talked about that too. We took a break. I mean, I took a break from social media. I think when everything, like, I guess when everything was happening.
After George Floyd's killing.
Right. The videos and stuff like.
Well, not only that, and just being home, I know I set a timer, like the screen time timer on my phone. Especially when I was working from home, I was home all day just because like I was at home. I was doing nothing but doing a little work and then getting on social media, doing a little work and then getting on social media. So I set a screen time timer on my phone, and I got the beta iPhone thing, and I think it'd be messing my screen time up because even if I do like ignore for the rest of the day, it'll still like do it. But I don't even mind that because then I'm not getting notifications on Instagram. I'm not getting those notifications for me to keep picking my phone up. And I may pick it up like a couple hours later. Oh, dang, I forgot the thing was on. So I just prefer that. It helps me, even though I still am picking my phone up often, I'm not picking it up nearly as often because I'm not getting message notifications coming through and all this stuff that reminds me to, let me look and see what whatever's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a helpful,
a helpful tool for you to not be up there as much.
Yes.
I don't know. I think one thing that helps me is if I'm dating. Like I just notice I'm not on my phone a lot if I'm in a relationship or something, or I'm like really kicking it with. If I'm in good company, I'm not gonna be on my phone. But if I'm by myself, yeah. If I'm by myself, then
yeah, because you're passing time.
That's exactly what it is. But September is self-care month, so definitely take care of yourself.
Who said it?
The society says that.
So isn't September also? Aren't people doing no sex September? Have y'all seen that?
Who said that?
I've seen it. I mean, I will be, but
I ain't seen that nowhere. Where they make that up at?
I don't know. I saw it on Facebook. Maybe it was a joke. I don't know. It was on Facebook.
Yeah, because September is something else awareness month, but I know it's self-care. And
I just get the feeling that Jasmine is saying that you can't have self-care if you ain't having sex.
That's the vibe I got from you. I agree.
Cause you was like, who said that?
I was just wondering who said that. I haven't been doing nothing, but it's day 3 and I am still clear. But I'm just saying that I was like, I didn't hear that. I just ain't hear that.
Okay.
But self-care is important too, because that's that kind of ties into what we talk about. Self-care, yes. If you need a break from social media.
Yes, self-care. Get out of here. Yeah, self-care is important. I agree. I've been trying to give myself self-care. I bought some like sleepy time tea for a night. So I've been like lighting candles at night and then drinking my little sleepy time tea to help me wind down before I go to bed. Even though I watch TV then, and that isn't necessarily, but just to kind of help me like get in to relax a little bit before going to sleep.
That's good.
And whatever sleepy time tea I got some extra added something in it that's supposed to help you go to sleep.
That's good. That's good. I actually invested in like bubble baths and more salts and oils to take a bubble bath.
I hate baths. I don't know why.
That's probably what I need because I've been taking bubble baths, but by the time the water fill up, it's no more bubbles because I've been using Dove body wash.
Oh Lord, no.
I'm trying to figure out where this quote comes to some bubble baths. I'm like, what kind of bath she taking? She got to put it in quotes. I was like, where's she going with this?
Yeah. The bubbles be gone, so.
He's got to order. What is it? It's some website. I see this girl tagging all the time. Official bath bombs.
You got to be careful with that stuff because you'll end up with a yeast infection. All types of.
You know, make your own too. Let me tell you, TikTok. We're older, so I know me. Like I don't be on TikTok looking at the dances and stuff. TikTok will teach you how to do some things. Okay, you can go right on TikTok and find a a bath bomb recipe. Make it yourself.
I used to go to what's that place? I used to go do the bath bombs. They're real good. I never had no issues. They don't have one. It used to be in Norfolk, and then there's one in Richmond.
MacArthur Mall. You talking about Lush?
Yes, yeah. I used to go there and get my bath bomb.
I think they had it in Nordstrom's.
Huh?
Did they have it in Nordstrom's or no?
No, Lush is its own entity, and I went in the mall today actually, and they support Black Lives Matter. They have it all over there, like little thing.
Which mall did you go to?
Like they had a.
Which mall were you in?
Oh, MacArthur.
Oh, okay. They got body gels and stuff too, because I don't take baths.
They have all types. You said you don't like baths. They have all types of stuff.
I
take showers. Let me be clear. I take showers. I do not enjoy sitting in a bathtub. It just does nothing for me.
But it's because you don't have bubbles like me.
Because what?
She said because you don't have no bubbles.
Because you don't have bubbles.
No, I've just never enjoyed it. It's like you just sit in the bathtub. You just sit there.
Sip your tea. Try it one day. Sip your tea. Listen to some music. Have your candles. Try it like that one day.
Okay. The only time I would be in the bathtub was like if I had really, really bad cramps, like cramps so bad that like I would be nauseous and I couldn't take a pill. Then I would sit in a hot bath just to like kind of. Where'd she go? Just to kind of, just to kind of ease, calm, relax my uterus so that it could calm down enough for me to take a pill. And then I was so up out of it. I remember Mike said one time he was in a store. I mean, he might have been in Lush, one of them bath bomb stores, him and his cousin. And they were looking at something. His cousin said something to him. He said, oh, no, Leslie don't take baths. And some older lady told him, she doesn't take baths. What kind of woman you got or something? Like I was disgusting because I didn't take bubble baths.
You get like some people feel like you're in your filth.
Well, that's why you got to take a shower afterward.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with. Yeah, I take a shower
and that's what I ain't. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that. Take a bath and then take a shower after.
Well, you're not taking a full shower.
When you take a bath, you just sitting in there relaxing like a jacuzzi.
Right.
Okay.
Some people don't
I like jacuzzis.
I'm starting to realize some people don't like jacuzzis.
Oh, I like jacuzzis. But the thing is, I always sit, because you're only supposed to be in a jacuzzi 15 minutes. I'll be up in there 2 hours. I'll be as long as they let me.
Yeah.
I need to get I need to look at the new Kindles to see. Oh, you know what? I might could do it now because I listen to audiobooks. So maybe I'll get my audio.
Oh yeah, drink you some tea, play your audiobook. And
okay, I'm gonna try it.
Give yourself some time, and then after about an hour, get up, wash that soot up off.
Not soot.
Wash the dirt up off you, and you'll be so relaxed. I took a long bubble bath before starting this, and I'm actually kind of tired right now.
Right, and I feel like my skin is softer because I put oils and stuff in there and my stuff. So
don't put oils in there because if you're dirty, you're gonna have a ring around your tub.
Well, I mean, you gotta clean your
tub.
You
can put oils in there. Put some lavender oil, some tea tree, some peppermint, maybe.
They're gonna open my.
All you need is 1 or 2 drops. 1 or 2 drops so you can get
tea tree
lavender.
Is strong.
Well, I ain't say put a whole bottle in there, Leslie. 1 or 2 drops.
Okay, 1 or 2. Right? Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna tell you about it. 1 or 2
drops. Be careful with them bath bombs because I don't want you to have a yeast infection.
I don't have any bath bombs. I probably wouldn't use them anyway. It's like they just make your tub dirty.
Just use some whatever soap you use because you're just trying it out.
Okay.
Get you some lavender oil. Just try lavender oil, like 2 or 3 drops so you can get the lavender aroma, drink your tea, get your audio book, and just lay back and relax.
Okay.
I might gotta go to Trader Joe's and get peppermint because I never put peppermint oil. That might be good.
Peppermint oil is really good. Peppermint oil and tea tree both are good.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna report back on the next podcast to say how it went.
Yeah, let us know.
I drowned.
When I was younger, my mom used to fall asleep in the bathtub.
Lordy.
Relaxing.
Like once a week. I at least take a bath like once a week.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing it every day.
Only takes baths. Well, when I go to my grandma's house, my grandma, she doesn't have a shower. She doesn't have a shower at all. So I gotta take a.
Is your grandma named Myrtle?
Yes. That's Ruby. She in Mississippi. She but I like taking waters down there. That's because her water is so soft. I can literally get out and I don't even have to put on lotion. Like I won't get ashy or nothing because her water is so soft. I had to go down there and wash my hair. Oh, it probably do so good down there.
See, and that's how I feel like when I put the oils. Like I don't have to
soften the water up.
No, I'm saying I don't have to moisturize lotion because
body has just soaked all of that moisture in. I'm gonna try it, girl. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put my lavender, my tea tree, my peppermint. Okay. You got smelling like a candy cane when I come up out of there.
Definitely. A relaxed candy cane.
Yep. Relaxed candy. Do y'all put bleach in your water?
No. You really want a yeast infection? What?
No, I didn't do this. When I was younger, my mom she would put a splash of bleach.
Put some vinegar in there. You put some vinegar in there.
Yeah, she'll put a splash of bleach.
I don't want none of that.
Me either. But you can put some vinegar in there.
I don't want none of that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how it go. Wash that dirt up off me. Get that soot off.
Yeah.
Just called it soot. Oh my gosh. But no, I was gonna ask you too, Donita, because since you up here, what do you think about what's your perspective on the virtual learning as far as the kids being in the house and stuff like that? As far, I guess, because of course, besides COVID, since your perspective, because you work for Child Protective Services, so what's your perspective on it?
Well, putting my own personal emotions aside in regards to my job, I think that it could be beneficial. I think that what it will do is it will allow some of those parents to be able to maybe have a little more control over their children and allow parents to build a rapport with their children. So I do like that aspect of it. Mm-hmm. My concern is that the children won't actually learn. Mm-hmm. That's my actual concern. And I say that because it'll be a lot of independent work. You know, it's not the same because you got the parents in there, they looking at the computer, they trying to figure out what's going on. So I don't know if the children will actually learn. It'll definitely help with behaviors and stuff like that. But I don't know if it'll help the children actually learn. I do think that there needs to be some type of policy in place, though, in reference to like parents that work and that don't have like a huge support system. I think that there should be something in place to where people, you know, jobs will work with the parents and the families.
I have a coworker who her son is doing, you know, he's virtually learning or whatever, and she's going to be working from home until whenever. I mean, you know, until they are letting schools go back in. So our job has worked with her on that because she doesn't have anyone that can help her. Like her parents are teachers, so they're working. So, you know, there's no one there that can watch her son. So, you know, she is going to be working from home. I mean, I know she kind of is concerned because if she's working from home where she's supposed to be helping her child learn how, you know, how is she, because she got to work. It ain't like she can, you know. So I know that is a concern that she has in regards to it. But I mean, that's better than having no one to watch him, you know, her being able to be there.
Right. Like, for instance, my job, my brother, he's away right now. he's a groundsman, so he's helping out with the aftermath of the hurricane. So he's in Louisiana right now. And during the school year, my nephew stays with him and my mom. Well, my mom works at a school. So luckily she was able to do virtual. However, it's only because of her personal health medical conditions, not even because of the situation and the lack of support. And I asked if I could get it. And so they did give me 2 days, and they told me they weren't going to give me all the days because it's not my child. So what you want me to do? Like, you want them to call CPS on us? You know what I mean?
Cool.
So yeah, that's the only issue that I have.
Yeah, because they got to realize, if it took a village before,
for
it's really going
everyone.
to take a village now. Like,
Right.
because you have it's got to be bigger than the parents, because the parents are going to be at work or whatever.
Yeah.
And grandparents might, it's really going to be like a thing of like, it's going to take a village where some people are going to have to figure things out. It's not always going to be the parent that's able to stay home with the child. They have to be.
Right. That's why child care exists.
Right. And I mean, it's your nephew. It's not like it's a friend's.
Right.
It's
Right.
Your relative.
Right. And I think another thing, I actually forgot what I was going to say, but I forgot. It was something that you said, and it was something that I thought about though, but I don't remember right now. So when I remember, I'll let you all know. I forgot.
Yeah, I know they did come up with the slots, like the time, so it's not the whole day. So it's like,
that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe, like, I feel like, well, here in Suffolk Public Schools, and I think Franklin as well, they have a full day from 8:30 to 3 or 3:30 or whatever. But I think that they probably should have maybe like an evening option too.
Yeah, for the
like a night
work
type schedule. Yeah.
For the parents to be at work and they got to come home, and I mean, ultimately it's definitely gonna affect the effects are going to be seen in 2 and 3 years versus right now.
Yeah.
When some of the younger children don't have the fundamentals that you expect them to have when they're, in third or fourth or going to middle school, when they are lacking those fundamental basic things that you think, then you realize, oh, they were in kindergarten or first grade. I don't even say like first or second grade. Kindergarten, a lot of the stuff, I hear a lot of parents before their child goes to kindergarten, like, oh, my child knows their ABCs of 1, 2, 3. So I guess the things they learn in kindergarten are things that kind of can be taught at home if the parent works with them. But like first and second grade with the subtraction and stuff, our parents be like, oh, we ain't do math like this and stuff like that. That's when you're going to see those children have issues sooner than later, or later than sooner. Well, I'm happy I ain't had no kids 5 years ago. When my boyfriend was trying to have a baby, whoo, thank goodness I dodged that devil.
But I wonder about too, like about aspects of like children that, just not even like, I guess, food wise, like they don't got food, like those aspects of like you being in the house more. Because even like
the parents don't have to stop selling them food stamps.
Yeah.
Well, another thing I saw.
But then, are they still getting the extra food? Not even this. Are they getting the extra cent? Because I know Hampton did that. So Hampton, if your child got free lunch, they put extra money on your
food stamps. Right.
So I wonder, like those types of aspects of being, in the home more,
or they gotta put them on a schedule. I saw this tweet where this girl had said, or somebody had tweeted that their child was on Zoom and was eating, and the teacher was telling them, like, you shouldn't be eating now, and the mom said something smart, and somebody had commented and said, the teacher is right. Like, if they were in school, they wouldn't be eating. It's a distraction to the other kids that are on the Zoom to see your child eating. You can't, you have to get them on a schedule. Like if they were in school, they can't eat whenever they want. So that's something adults have been struggling with since quarantine. They're like, the biggest problem with them being at home is they're eating all day. Versus when they're at work, they're not. That's like a big thing that grown people have been complaining about. And you got a kid on Zoom, and the other kids are there too.
And they hungry and it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely relate to the child because, who don't like to snack while they eat? That's my favorite thing to do. Give me some trail mix and get some work done.
That's true. I like to snack at work too.
I love me some snack. I like snack food.
Can't focus when I'm hungry. You can't focus when you're hungry.
But you know what? I work much slower when I'm eating too.
Oh, who put that? I don't know. I see you added Tahiri.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because you watched that.
I listened to that today. I listened to his response. I didn't know what Tahiri had said. So we're to the listeners because we just talking like y'all ain't there.
Right.
So Jasmine had put, for us to discuss Joe Budden versus Charlemagne, which I actually didn't. I don't know what words they exchanged with that, but I did hear. I heard Joe's response to Tahiri, to allegations that Tahiri had brought against him.
Gotcha. That's what I said. Yeah. So with the Joe Budden thing, though, you didn't listen to it. You didn't listen to it either, Donita?
No.
Okay. So I think my whole thing about Joe Budden. Well, first off, I was talking about his initial conversation. The initial conversation is him basically stating that he felt like, basically Spotify wanted credit for something that he's saying he's building. So basically he's taking his talents somewhere to build his own. Right, to build his own.
He said they weren't trying to pay him what he was worth, essentially.
Correct. So I was just saying, and I think this is based off too, based off the fact of like us being approached by a network to put the podcast on the network. I'm just wondering too, at some point, like, do you feel like it's better to just go ahead and build your own? Is that for everybody or is it for some individuals?
I think it depends. One of the points that he made, which I definitely understand his angst, is that the podcast was his bread and butter. The podcast is what has led him to all these other opportunities he has, but yet the podcast is what he was getting paid least in. So I too would be upset if my I don't want to say claim to fame because of course he was a rapper before, but like the thing that gets him the most recognition or the most talk about, the most negotiating power is what he's getting paid the least in. Like the other stuff is added bonuses. This is added stuff that he's doing, but his bread and butter, the thing that he takes the most time to do, that takes the most time out of his week to do, is what he's getting paid the least in. To me, that like I would be upset as well. Like the rest of the stuff is kind of like a hobby side stuff, like my side hustling. And here I am. This is why y'all wanted me to come here, but y'all are paying me pennies compared to what I'm making elsewhere. Like that's whack. Right. Like y'all negotiated me into a bad deal, and now that I am aware that this deal is trash, and I'm trying to negotiate further, y'all acting like y'all don't know what's up, and y'all act like I'm tripping because I want what I'm worth.
And I think that made me think about other conversations as far as. And it's not really tied to Joe Budden. I mean, Joe Budden's conversation, but this has nothing to do with him personally. But the whole thing when I feel like we talked about everybody wants to be entrepreneurs, but everybody's not an entrepreneur. So that just made me think about that as a thing. Like, it seems like we're in a day and age that everybody wants to be their own boss. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you have those skills and you possess them, go ahead, go for it. But I feel like some people, I just be like, And it's so crazy because people be like, oh, like I went here, they unprofessional. Like, seeing reviews, like I'm looking at Yelp reviews of, you want to support Black owned. And then you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? Because I just recently seen a review on like a hairstylist or somebody. And it was like a real bad review. And the person, like, it was terrible. And I was just thinking in my head, like dang, like that's if somebody else read that, they go like that's messing up your business. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just feel like we live in this day and age that it seems like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to be
and if you don't want to be one, they look at you like you crazy.
They look at you like what in the world? And so that's what Joe, but that made me think about that. Then the other thing about that made me think about it is because one of my good friends just recently had got a new job, or no, They left their job, but basically they negotiated their pay. And I was just thinking about at the new job, right? So I was just thinking about the fact of like how, and it's a male, but I was just thinking about how many other people I've heard like they get a pay, but I rarely hear people say they negotiate what is being offered to them for their job.
Well, I know one thing with women, which I mean is well known that women a lot of times when we get a job offer, we are scared, for lack of a better word, to negotiate. Like it's like we're intimidated. It's like we're happy we got the job, and that's one reason why women are also underpaid. While with a man, because we're I don't know what it is, but like a man will walk in, he'll get an offer, and it's confidently like, oh no, like I just thought I would pay with this, but they find that women don't do that. Like women will not necessarily negotiate getting paid more, or they're nervous to do so. I'm like even with my not my job now, but because my job now, I definitely asked them, can I get more? But like my position before this, like I did, inquire about getting more, and I was able to do so. I mean, it wasn't a huge increase, but I was able to do so. But even when I inquired about it, I was still nervous. Like they gonna snatch it back from me or something. But once they offer it to you, they offer it to you. They either tell you, yes, you can get it more money or you can't. But It's just something about women being nervous about asking for money while men do it confidently. And that's why they're able a lot of times to be successful with obtaining more money.
But I just wonder why is that? Is it just because at some point you just happy to have a seat at the table?
I think that's what it is. Like, I think it's nervousness of getting it pulled back. And like I said, I guess it's not, we don't realize like once they offer it to you, it's offered. Like if you ask for more money, it doesn't mean they're going to snatch it, but it's just like this mental, I know for me, it's just like this mental thing. Like, I don't want to ask for my money and they think I'm doing too much and they like don't want to give it to me no more. Even though that's not a case, it's like, just a thought. And I can't remember what I read about it. Or I might have did research on it for like a paper or something, but I've been in school in a long time. But it's just, I don't know. But men regularly negotiate their salary and are successful.
Oh, I'm about to take this phone call. Sorry.
Okay. I'll pause. All right, and we are back. We took a quick little intermission. Only telling y'all because I'm not going to cut out the part where we took an intermission, so y'all will be aware. And we don't really know where to pick back up at. So we're back. Jasmine, take it away. Is somebody in your house? Who in your house? Well, get your gun. Better get the gun.
You said get the gun.
Yeah, it's somebody in your house. You need to get your gun.
Did she get it or did she just go?
I don't know. That's your relative. I'm telling her to get her gun. I bet you the gun downstairs.
Is it somebody is it one of them men trying to surprise her?
Oh no. Flowers, you okay?
Should we call the police?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Is somebody in your house?
No.
Do I need to pull up?
Is the water overflowing?
If somebody in your house clap, I'll come over.
Are they trying to kill you?
I'm ready. I don't know who that was. I didn't even look. Because I got to go outside anyway after this.
Okay.
Did somebody knock?
Somebody grabbed the door handle. That's what I heard.
Oh, but they're not in the house. Where you gun at?
Behind me.
Oh, okay. I knew it was downstairs. Okay, y'all, we back for real.
It's up here.
Wait. Oh, no, then she got to check.
No, my gun up here. I was closing the door.
Who here?
No, my gun is in here. I'm ready.
What you closing the door for? Don't you need to be on the lookout to hear something downstairs?
No, I need to close the door.
Yeah, because if they come, she need to have time to think to shoot.
Yeah, but if they come and she hear them, then she got time to think to shoot. Did you at least lock the door?
Oh yeah. The bottom lock was locked.
I'm talking about your room though. You
Yeah.
closing it.
I can yeah, so that way that I can run across the room.
Okay, but it is locked. Oh, okay. Okay, you all. So as you can see, we are Black women that protect one another. Get it on back to the program. We hope y'all enjoyed that second intermission. Flowers, take it away again.
So
Related to the podcast this time.
Oh, what we were discussing, you know, Charlemagne and Joe Biden. But we're gonna wrap this fast forward, right? Because we kind of about negotiations and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But what we did want to touch on is, should you have to wait after you break up to date again?
No.
Elaborate.
Yeah, you go first and then I'll go.
I just don't think you should have to wait to break up, especially for women. Majority of the time when we break up with a man, mentally we have already broken up with them even before we say, like, you know what, I'm done with this. We've already mentally disconnected ourselves. The feelings have already subsided and probably died. Doesn't mean we don't still care about them, but the romantic feelings have probably gone with the wind, gone by, I done disconnected, bye, whatever. So by the time we actually break up with them, we already have emotionally detached ourselves where we don't need that time to cry and all that stuff. You just got to get through the point of you probably adjusting to that person not being there. And then after that, go on, girl, and, you know, date you somebody else. You ain't got to wallow just because you physically broke up with him when you've been mentally broke up with him. It'd be the men that still be thinking y'all together and you still love him like that when you've been, and then they got to cry. But for a woman, no, you've been gone. You've been thought about getting them rid of them.
I agree with that. Like, and if you wait, what are you waiting for?
All right. To get back with them?
Oh, right. Like people say, oh, you need to heal. Heal from what? You know, I mean.
Right.
Well, I wonder if the healing part is what if you do meet somebody that's like, I guess, worth it, and it's not like a fun time. You know how you just dating just the, you know, kind of, you sometimes it depends your intention of dating. I think at some point, like, okay, don't want to sit here and like, I need attention. Like I need,
I want something to do.
Right. I need something to do. I need like to get out, blah, blah, blah. I just wonder if the healing part, to me, healing would be like, you about to get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you know that's not your intention, you're being honest when you're meeting these other people and you're saying like, hey, this is what my intentions are. I'm not looking for this, then yeah, the healing part is not really, you know what I'm saying? What does healing look like? Because some people, healing does look like when you dating. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
right.
But I wonder too, on the other end of the spectrum, about if you saw your partner with somebody and y'all just broke up, is it just like, oh wait, no, he shouldn't have waited because, you know, he needed, you know, whatever too.
If I mentally broke up with you 6 months ago and I see you out 3 weeks later and you dating somebody, I don't care. I've been not thinking about you. Mm-hmm. Good for you that you done went and got you somebody.
Well, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't care because I've been broken up with somebody for years. And that's probably the only person that I would not want to see. I wouldn't want to see them with anybody else. And we've been broken up, probably about 3 years. We were together about 6. So we've been broken up probably about 3 years. And I don't want to see him with anybody else. But I've moved on. I've been engaged and everything. So, but I mean, as far as healing, I don't think I'll ever. Sometimes you just don't heal. It can be PTSD. Like, did they cheat on you? You may not never heal. You may not ever heal from that. Mm-hmm. Right. So that, I mean, you're probably never gonna heal from that. But that doesn't mean that you can't share your time with somebody else. Like, I don't think you should have to wait. Don't think you should have to wait a year. Oh, I just got our relationship. I'm trying to find myself. No, because I didn't lose myself. You were the nut, not me. I know who I am, so I just don't think that you should have to wait to date someone else when you get out of a relationship. Shit, if you break up with somebody on Sunday and on Monday you meet somebody else and they want to take you to Chipotle on Tuesday, go.
Girl, go eat.
Yeah.
Go eat.
It's funny because I met somebody not too long ago that they were, I think they said they've been single for like 5 months. And no, I wasn't judging, saying like, oh, like, why are you dating? But I did like have that afterthought that it was kind of like, you single for 5 months, like you not really. I assumed in my mind like, oh, they're not doing that.
Yeah,
they're not for real. They just
dating to have something to do. They're not dating with the intentions of a relationship.
Right. So it's kind of like, yeah, this is cool. So I didn't already put him in a box of like, this ain't nothing for real, because also they were with. I think I put everything in like, you were with them for 5 years, and then you're single. You only been single for 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? So I already was like, yeah, this is. So I put them in that box. Like, he's gonna be my friend. He's cool, so he's gonna be my friend.
The only thing I would just think of with something like that is that they might get back together.
Right.
That's the more so like, not even that they may need healing or something, but just the fact that they might get back together. Like, yeah. Like, I'm sure somebody's looking at me like when I dated them when me and Mike broke up and we got back together. That's the only thing with that, because we had been together so long. The probability of, if they've been together a really long time, the probability of them getting back with their ex to me is probably higher versus if they just dated for a year and then broke up. But
so yeah, I wasn't looking like, oh, you need to wait to date, but I did.
Just for your perspective, for your own well-being, you're like, he may not be ready to be my man.
Right.
No, I can understand that. I think that's a reasonable like thought process, but I don't think nobody needs to wait today. Go get you something to eat, girl. Just because you broken up, don't mean you got to pay for all your food. You ain't pay for all your food when you had a man. What you need to pay for all your food for now?
That's true. that is true. That is true.
Go get you something to eat, girl. You might
but
make
somebody. So I guess I would question, if somebody did put a time limit, it shouldn't be no time limit. Like, nobody can even say like.
I know one thing, like people.
5 months, 4 months.
I know one thing, like usually when somebody has been in a relationship for a really long time and then they break up with him and then they get it, like they got a new man like the next week. Of course we all be thinking like, she was messing with that nigga before they broke up, or vice versa. That's the only thing that comes to mind. Like, dating soon after a relationship is over, I don't really think nothing of it. But when you got like a whole new man like that next week, that's your business. But I still be like, she probably was dating that man.
Well, I think sometimes people do that to make the other party jealous, because realistically, why are you posting them? Like, you don't know that man from Adam and Eve.
Well, what I've learned, or what Jasmine and I have seen a lot, is that some folks we are seeing they just need so much attention. My God. And they just posting these new relationships, right? Folks post the new relationships and we still thought they was an old relationship so daggone fast. Makes your head spin. They need attention and validation.
That's crazy, because I experienced that too. I went on a date with a guy and he had just broke up with his girl and he took a picture of us. Like, he was like, oh, but I didn't even think about it. It didn't register till later. Like, oh, this is what he was doing.
He was using you, girl.
To take a picture and make somebody mad.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It was
a show. I don't need you.
Where you take you to eat at?
I don't know. We went to POC or something. This was a long time ago. We went to POC on a date, and then he took a picture of me like sitting on the rocks at the beach. It was a long time ago.
He thought he was romantic. He thought he was Lil Murder.
And I think he
ended romantic.
And I think he ended up back with her too.
I believe it.
She saw that picture and was like, I
fell right into the trap.
I love you. I want you. I want to be with you.
Whole time Jasmine wouldn't even think about that.
Yeah.
She fell right into that man trap, and Jasmine wouldn't even think about him.
Because I remember I did a lot that day. I think I went on a date that morning, and then I went with a date with that night.
I was busy.
I was, so I was like, whatever. I don't know. But I guess after a breakup though, is it difficult to date? Like, is it difficult to like I guess at some point, like about like focusing on somebody, like, is it just a matter of like, I just want somebody to take up my time so I can not think about reality?
That's a good question. Ooh. Dating is definitely hard. Dating is hard because I don't like anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me, dating is hard because I don't like people. And it's not even like I'm looking for somebody to be like my ex or anything like that. But people, like, a lot of men are selfish right now. Like, I don't know if it has anything to do with COVID or if that's just how they are, but I don't want to come to your house and for a date. I don't want to go to your house. I want to do something fun. I want to do something adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't go, I'll go by myself. And then when I tell you I'm going somewhere by myself, you think I'm lying and I'm on a date. Why I can't go to the beach by myself?
So you saying selfish as far as like they don't want to spend money, or they don't want to give up their time, or selfish?
They only want to do what they want to do. They don't want to do what you want to do. I'm tired of going out to eat. I'm fucking sick of going out to eat. Okay. Show me something else.
But then we don't have that many options. Like what? Like you found something. You went parasailing the other day, which was cool.
I did go. Right. And I found out it's a beach in Smithfield. Who knew that? Who knew?
What out there?
Well, who knew it was a beach out there?
Well, people don't even know about Yorktown Beach, so I'm not surprised.
Who don't know about Yorktown Beach?
A lot of people don't know about Yorktown Beach, and I'd be like, what?
But you mean to tell me I've been driving to Virginia Beach and Smithfield got a beach 30 minutes, not even up the street? And I've been driving over an hour?
Well, I mean, Norfolk got a beach too, if we talk about beaches.
Norfolk does have a beach. That's where I went. I went to Ocean View.
Yeah. Oh, that's where you went parasailing at?
No, I went parasailing in Virginia Beach, but I went to the beach by myself and Ocean View.
Well, there's a lot of beaches around you.
It is.
It's dirty. The water dirty, but
yeah, that's why a lot of people in this area.
The water should be clean there.
No, girl.
They said the air quality that went up got better since COVID. The water should have too. Trash.
But I just think that, dating is hard. I think that people should be a little more open. And y'all, like, men are so trifling. Dating is really hard. Everybody that has tried to talk to me recently is in a relationship, either married or in a relationship, staying with their baby mama.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard out here.
Well, I've been out here for a little while, but I do feel like I feel like at some point too, a lot of people, you have to be creative in this time period because some of the obvious is not open. And it's like what you're saying. People like, oh, with a restaurant, we go in there. Like it does take a little bit of creativity, and a lot of people not creative. And then it's just not being exposed to it. It's just not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, oh, I didn't even know that was here. Like, I seen something the other day, this website called In Your State or something. Because I seen, like, it was something like the little aquarium. I'm like, I never knew that. Like, I know.
Yeah, I've seen that website.
Yeah, like, I know it's an aquarium, but I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, I didn't even know that was over there. So I guess kind of like you shared about the beach. They had, like, the
zip line in the adventure park?
Yeah, so I took Mike there. Yeah, I took Mike there for his birthday. They got the adventure park.
Fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
A few times. It's fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, you gonna work hard.
Mm-hmm.
You say you gotta work hard.
No, it's like because it's like an obstacle course.
Oh, okay.
And like they have different levels where it's like 7 feet off the ground, 15 feet off the ground. I think the one we did was like 25 feet off the ground, and then they have them higher than that. And it's like it's body intensive, like obstacles, like you're balancing yourself and you gotta like pull yourself
fun,
up.
Though.
We had a lot of fun, but we realized how out of shape we were. But it's like a good time. It's like it really is fun. And it for me, I noticed like this is something really good to go to. Like if you're feeling, I guess maybe down on yourself, because like it's some stuff. Even though like you're strapped up and all that stuff, you got the harness and stuff on. Some of the stuff is kind of like, it can be scary because you're up high. And so when you do it, like you get a sense of like accomplishment. So like that's because it was some stuff I was like scared to do. Like I was telling Mike, like you go first, and I had to kind of like talk myself through it. And afterwards, I'm like, oh, I feel good about myself. Like I finished this whole obstacle. I did stuff I was scared of. But it's a workout.
Like you need to go with somebody that you comfortable with. If you're not like really like into stuff like that.
That could be a great first date.
I think it'll be an awesome first date.
Yeah.
I think it'll be an awesome date in general. Like I took him for his birthday, like for like a date, because I didn't want to take him like out to eat like we always do. But like you said, I had to get kind of creative because COVID. It ain't like I couldn't take him out of town or nothing for real. I think it's a good date. It definitely can show you how someone can be, how
supportive or not
can be. Like, are they encouraging? If you are scared, like, are they encouraging you? Like, oh, you can do this, or are they just chilling, waiting on you to go? Like, stuff like that, or are they telling you? Well, only one person can go across the thing at a time, so it's not like they can hold your hand to help you, which would be cute. But it can show you a lot about a person's personality, how supportive they are, or how comforting they can be. And I'll show you, how out of shape the nigga is. Pick you up when y'all do.
Can he pick you up?
Can he pick himself up? Can he throw your leg? If he huffing and puffing on the kiddie course, he can't do nothing at the house. So there you go. It gives you a lot to look. It gives you a lot of it.
Okay.
So next time people will be like, what you doing? And it ain't cheap either. We got the nighttime. I did us like the evening course, which is like 2 hours in the evening, which 2 hours is all you need. The regular time is like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We did the 2 hours in the evening and we still left early. I think we left an hour and a half. We was woe out. So, you get them to do it. They have a nighttime one. They got like the lights and then the black lights and all this stuff going on. Nice little date. It'll be a good time. So there you go. Next time,
we can all go on a triple date if y'all want to.
Oh, let's go. Oh, the three of us can go. Let's go, y'all. I had a really good time. I'll encourage y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a triple date, and you talking about just the three of us.
If y'all want, we can go on a triple date too.
Yeah, that's not like a really good time.
They have memberships. We could go at multiple times.
You plan it, I'll be there.
Am I planning a
you have to tie your shoes, or you'll definitely have.
Because we're not gonna listen to you talk about when you know that you're going to do something active.
Right. Because that sounds like a workout.
Oh, it is.
It's fun.
I turned my Apple Watch on. I turned my thing on. I said, let me count this as a workout. And of course, Mike's birthday is in July, so of course it was like dumb hot, even though it was in the. They have it's in the woods, so it has like trees and stuff.
The mosquitoes ain't no joke though.
But it still was hot. We still were like sweating and stuff, but it was fun. There's a lot of
indoors.
No, it's outside.
It's outside in trees.
Yeah.
Oh,
in the woods.
Oh,
it's a good time. I'll send you a picture of some of the stuff. But yeah. What was we talking about? Oh, first date. So we just gave y'all a nice first date. Y'all
right.
Go to Adventure
and
Park.
y'all can go parasailing too. Parasailing was so fun.
You said it was like a place that you rented in Virginia Beach?
Yeah, so Pirate Parasail, I think.
Okay, let me write that down.
Tickets where they have 10% off tickets right now, 72. Well, it was like $80 some a piece. But that wasn't too bad. Yeah.
How long were you out there for?
So we boarded at around 6:00, and the last person was done by 6:51. You stay in the air about 12 minutes.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that.
And like when you get up there, it's so relaxing. It's a great experience. I loved it.
I'm gonna do that. I love me a nice little relaxing thing.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, you should really do that.
All right, we got 2 triple dates ready. Let's go.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Moving right along. Power seeds. Oh, I'm tripping. Flower seeds for the single. Whoever.
Oh, Donita. Give them a dating tip. That was Donita. I said she was doing it. I don't have one anyway. I can't.
A dating tip.
Hey, what'd you do? You just showed up?
A dating tip, I will say, when you are in the dating process, make sure that you find out about mental health history, any type of health history, STD history. Make sure you find out all of that stuff. Medical, that stuff is very important, and make sure that you know what a person's intentions are before you start taking pictures and posting them on social media.
That's important.
But please do not post a picture and put an emoji, because if you gotta do all that, we don't want to see it at all.
So silly.
I'm guilty of that. I did that before. He had a strawberry on his face, and I should have put an eggplant, because he's definitely a dick.
Okay, Lord.
And the way the eggplant was about to go, I'm like,
on his face.
On his face, because he's a dick.
I'm weak. I like strawberries. Lying.
well, Jasmine doesn't have a B.A.E.
Don't have no bag.
Not even nobody halfway pop up in your mouth. Do you have a B.A.E, Danita? No. Okay.
No, I don't like anybody. I told you I don't like nobody.
What a B.A.E is a black and educated person.
Yeah. It's not like
a
black excellence.
They all stupid.
A black excellence person, like somebody that's like Martin Luther King, could be B.A.E.
I thought you were talking about a man.
Oh, no.
Just
somebody in the community, famous or not famous.
Oh, okay, I do. And follow her, HL Cosmetics on Facebook. Her name is, I'm gonna spell it, MAL. I don't know. I don't know how to spell her Facebook, but she has a her journal, her cosmetics, and she has her name is Shida. She just started her brand. Oh, and she has a her home, inspiring Black women. She's a teacher, and she has lipstick. I just ordered. She's a teacher.
Oh, teacher.
Local.
Okay. She's local. I'll send you all her link so you can, if anyone wants to check her out. I have her journal. I don't have it right here with me, I don't think. Oh, yes, I do, actually. Her journal. And it has, like, every woman everywhere is everything. It's just kind of inspirational, and it's just different things in a journal. Her task, keep you on task, and she has lipstick, and she does interior decorating, and she's a teacher, and she's amazing. She's from Suffolk. So I guess that's my day. Her Instagram is she has a podcast too, Her Talk. But her Instagram is, give me 1 second.
It's _HL Cosmetics.
Okay, you found her?
Yeah, I found her.
Yeah, that's lipstick. And you should be able to find all of her stuff from there.
All right, look at you on it.
Look at that. We love when our guests are prepared, since our co-hosts are not. Okay, so for the hair care tip, whatever we call it. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I dyed my hair. I bleached it. We didn't even dye it. We bleached it. We bleached my hair. So now that I am like all since my hair is all lifted, I can't really use gel right now. At least not wet line. It's too, I don't know. It ain't working right. So I just bleached my hair on Friday. So I did a wash and go. It's looking like crap right now, but I used the ORS Curls Unleashed brand. So I used the Does It All Smoothie Styler, and then this is the leave-in conditioner, which is green. Oh, okay, Black Lives Matter. Okay. Well, you can't see that, but and then this is the HD. This is the jelly. I'm almost out of the jelly, so I didn't really use that. But I use these two because, of course, it's my hair is lifted, you know, it's now like super high porosity. I got to make sure I get moisture and it's blonde and all that stuff. So those 3 products are really, 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 really good. Normally I use like a leave-in and then I use a gel. But like I said, the gel, when I was putting it in, it just felt like it was literally just like slipping, sliding off of it. So I needed to add moisture, and those are really, really good moisturizing products. I don't know if they have a shampoo or conditioner or not, but I have tons of shampoos and conditioners, so I'm not really worried about it. But even with my hair being it's ORS Curls Unleashed. The line is ORS Curls Unleashed.
Okay.
So I have the leave-in conditioner, which is the green one. I have the leave-in conditioner. I have the I know it's not showing because the thing is green.
The green. Mm-hmm.
Then I have the Does It All Smoothie Styler, which this is like a cream. And then this is a jelly. This is a gel souffle. So it's closer to a gel consistency, but it's a little bit more moisturizing. And it did really good on my hair. My hair really lasted up until today. I washed my hair and I did my hair on Saturday. So I got about 5 days out of it, which I mean is pretty good for it not to be a gel. So like if you just need like really good moisturizing products, and you know, while we're here, which pretty good. I thought, here we go. While we're here, I went to Marshall's. Let's see, Marshall's has been coming in clutch. I went to Marshall's, and Madam Teacher Walker, I really like her stuff. So I found this for $4.99. This is regularly like $30 in Sephora. And then it's this other conditioner that I use. It's Inches by Madam Teacher Walker, and it's a protein-rich conditioner. That's regularly $26 in Sephora, and I found it for $4.99. Oh, I looked for more, but I couldn't find any because I was gonna clear the shelf. I almost knocked everything off the shelf trying to look for some more because I was in there, digging. Because that stuff is really, really good. Especially because since we lifted my hair too, I'm gonna use that when I wash my hair. You know, just to replenish the proteins and stuff that was stripped out and all that stuff. So that's the hair care stuff.
Good. Look at Marshall's being clutch. I need to go in there.
Marshall's been clutch. Marshall's got so much unjacky stuff over there, but no, that conditioner was definitely clutch because that conditioner is expensive, and I would pay $26 for it, but if I would pay $26 for it because since it's a protein rich conditioner, it's not a conditioner that you're supposed to use every week when you wash your hair. Like, you know, stretch it out so that you don't overdo it with the protein, but still $26 ain't nothing to sneeze at.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Girl, for $4.99, I thought I was gonna tear that store up looking for another one.
I'm weak.
Okay, that's all I got. I don't have any info to give you. No professional tips. Go to work. That's a professional tip. Oh, I do have a professional tip. I'm gonna keep it real short though. It's more like a professional like realization, but I have been the youngest person, which I think most of us probably have. Like I've been the youngest person in my office for like a really long time, or in the workforce in general. Like I've been the youngest person. We're not as young as we used to be. We're 30 now. The other children are coming in. And so we recently hired someone that is younger than me. And I'm just really learning a little bit of patience in working with a younger person. She's in her early 20s. And I just have to get myself to like be patient with her, because she's young, and there's some of the questions she asks, and I'd be like, girl, like what you ask me that for? Look it up. And I just got to remember, like, hey, she's younger, she's having the experience, she's getting her feet wet. So just, try to be mindful. With your old ass coworkers has been there for years and years, and they just don't want to learn. You don't got to be mindful with that. But with the younger generations entering the workforce that are eager to learn and eager to see things, just try to be patient. Because it's some stuff we do. She be so excited, and I be looking like, girl, calm down. This is nothing to be doing back.
Don't take her joy, because she'll
right. That's what
I don't know if this age or just might be excitement because she's new.
I think it's a mix. I think it's a combination. I think it's truly a combination. It's a combination of her not necessarily having, her being new and it was cool, and also just her being a little bit younger. That too. But, just in your workforces, as we're getting older, the millennial generation is we are getting older, and the what are they? Gen Zs. The Gen Zs are, they're entering the workplace, and so we don't want to treat them like the boomers treated us or treat us. With education and have understanding and teach them all we can and all that stuff because they are our future, like we are our future.
I will leave the children on a future.
Those are closing remarks.
That's it. That's it.
Well, I'm gonna hit stop now. Thanks for listening.